Following the increase of Bank of Canada's interest rates, you may be thinking about refinancing your mortgage. Here with more on your options is Tyler Saito from Coast Capital Savings. And good morning, Tyler.
Good morning.
So good to have you here. Yeah, everyone's watching this interest rate stuff quite closely. But can you, for those folks who don't know, what is mortgage refinancing?
Sure. So mortgage refinancing is taking your existing mortgage contract, and essentially it's breaking that contract and amending it to accommodate maybe today's financial goals or changes in the market or changes in the interest rate. So there's a number of reasons people might do it. They might want to consolidate some debt to refinance a mortgage to consolidate debt. They might need a home equity line of credit, or they might be taking into account that rates are going up and they might want to change accordingly.
Okay, so based on the current interest rate environment, I know this can be super complicated, but should homeowners be refinancing from a variable to a fixed rate?
And it depends. So variable rate mortgages right now are a lower interest rate than the fixed rate mortgages. So if you were to go into a variable and rates didn't change, then you'll achieve some long-term savings.
Yeah.
Now it's expected that they'll go up over the next couple of years. So if that does happen, then your mortgage might take a little bit longer to pay down, or if it goes up a lot, then you might actually have to pay more towards your mortgage. So whether or not it's for you to go into that variable or lock into a fixed rate, it's really, can your budget accommodate a little bit more money potentially in the future to pay into your mortgage? Or would you like that fixed payment that you know for the next, let's say 5 years, because that's a pretty common mortgage term, are you going to pay the exact same? And if it's going to be causing you sleepless nights and you don't want to take into that risk, then I think it's best to talk to a specialist and say, what are my options here?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so something people should think about, what are the costs involved?
And it's not always free to do that switch. So the lending institution can charge you a penalty. That penalty could be up to 3 months of interest. There could also be administration costs that you might have to absorb. So take into account those things. And then you might not be switching from your variable to the posted fixed rate. There might be different conversion rates.
Right.
So you need to take into account what is the rate that I'm actually switching to and what are the costs. And your lender should be able to help you out with those.
And like legal as well, I'm sure.
Yes.
In some cases.
In some cases, yeah.
Okay, so with rates going up, what are your thoughts on refinancing to borrow from your home's equity?
I think right now, all Canadians should probably be a little bit more cautious in any borrowing that has a variable rate, because as you borrow, rates today are higher than they were 2 or 3 weeks ago, and potentially in the next 6 months are going to be even higher. So if you're taking on more debt, it's going to cost you more and more. So home equity lines of credit are generally variable rate. So if you're borrowing with your home equity line of credit, that could cost you more. Now, if the debt that you're consolidating is at a higher rate, then that's still probably a good deal. And something that people might want to consider is, instead of that home equity line of credit that's a variable rate, is lock into a home equity loan that is going to be at a fixed rate, because that might be a little bit more stable for people.
Right. Any other words of advice you want to share?
Get professional help. If you're concerned about that variable rate going up in the next 6 months, then go talk to your lender and say, what's it going to cost me and what will be the long-term effects of this? And then they'll be able to work that out for you. You can make a good decision.
Yeah, because it really can be a complicated thing that I think most of us, me included, don't really completely understand all the options out there, but you just got to ask those questions.
Yeah,
and there's lots of folks out there who are willing to help.
There are, yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much, Tyler, for being with us today. And to watch this segment again, check out our website, ctvmorninglive.ca. Now over to traffic, and Sonia, how's that?